Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back to the official mainline story. There'll be no more side stories for the time being. Kubera Kubera is here, and without further ado, let's hop right in because I don't got time to waste. So now, what do you plan on doing? Your defeat at his hands made your limits clear. Although you clearly surpassed the level of human beings, the fate of dying in vain is all that awaits with that level of power. In regards to the power, I just need to collect more. One step at a time going forward. I can do that. Yo, Asha, bike. Let's go. Real killers back. Real hitters back. Real manipulation back. I can do that just as I have done until now. My dark priest. By collecting power, do you mean collecting more items or killing one more Kubera? Whoo! The idea that cooperating with them would be better than killing them, has it ever crossed your mind at all? It's more efficient for me to use it than those who are wasting their power. Is that what you thought when you killed Saha Young? Young? He had the ability, but he could never see eye to eye with me. He was a type who could never imagine seeing gods as enemies. What about the other remaining Kuberas? Do you think that even among them, none of them could see eye to eye with you? Think about it carefully, as it is. Defeat looks more and more unlikely, you know? That too, don't you? Rather than dying alone in vain, it's better for at least two people to take this path together. Please don't disappoint me, the one who saved you. Jesus Christ! One last God Kubera, started up by Kurigam, Season 3, Episode 265, Kubera and Kubera, numéro 1. This is your own summary of Rand Sarafi's condition. Yes, maybe this is why the food in the cloak is gone and why the so-called Eye of Perishment was there. Of course, it's just my own thought, so it's not accurate. Who else did you tell this to? It's nothing but an unverified hypothesis. As soon as I get reply from Alinim, I will talk to Rand and report it to Agninim. Of course, Agninim is hard to meet because he's busy, but it doesn't feel right to take the god's time with things like this compared to dealing with matters in Oteru and Aero Plateau. It would be much less important. It may be a surprisingly important issue, huh? When I gave this cloak to Rand, it was blue. The cloak gets darker as time goes by. Chandra Nim said that a device to track the passage of, is that how he was able to discern immediately? Okay, that's interesting. So by the color, maybe you can tell. Oh, hold on. Chandra Nim said that a device to track the passage of time is needed. By the way, please like the video and subscribe. I don't remember if I said that. Do that for me, please. He spoke as if it would be a short mission, but it seems like he actually was actually expecting a long lasting mission. Then Rand did Rhonda somewhere where the flow of time is different. After all, he said that he had forgotten what he wanted to say. It might have been months, years, or even as long as dozens of years. It doesn't get this dark in just a few decades. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. The length of time that is hard for a human being to bear. So much time has passed. So much time passed that it wouldn't be strange at all if he had gone crazy. So keep a close eye on him. He originally didn't want to go to Conche, but he went for the sake of you and the children. If he goes crazy, the only thing that can help him is his own family. Where are you going to bring this cloak to Chandranam? You know where he is? Since I'm a summoner, he will come when my body is harmed. Then I will come with. You don't have to. I can use recovery magic, so it'd be better for me to meet Chandranam on my own. Yeah, turn around, baby girl. Yeah, let me see that bad. Let me see that face. Look at her, beautiful. With bad rumors starting to circulate after what happened to Atera, there must be a reason for Chandra Nim not showing himself at all. It would be better for me to meet with him alone rather than somebody accompanying me. I plan to meet him somewhere away from prying eyes. Ah, yes, the god, the god must have unavoidable circumstances. I hope everything works out well. She looks. How faithful you are to the gods despite the ups and downs you live through. Living like that would be easier though. Hati Vayu Hati Vayu Hati Chandra. And she's gone. Oh yeah, this oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so I'm so ready. I'm so pumped. Let's fucking go, bro. All right, we scrolling down. We scrolling down. Claude Nim has been watching that kid all day long. She seems close with Agni Nim too. Yes, sir. Boom, 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 boom. That titular character is back. Yes. I need a soundboard. Yes. I'm gonna get a soundboard. I'm gonna get one. Boom. She got the spear. Is he holding his hair because he's? Isn't they say? Isn't he the one that said it might be secretly bald? Did I misremember that? Whoosh. Wow. Was it that transcendental? No, I just struck it with a bit more force. Really? It has a larger than basic attack range than the sword of Re, but since I don't know how to use the transcendental of this weapon, there's no real reason for me to use it right now. Well, don't you feel the transcendental or something? Feel? Yes, feel. Although I can't use things like transcendental, so I'm just vaguely imagining here. Didn't you say that you were pretty fast in mastering the transcendentals of the bracelet you had before? Oh, the bracelet was different cause, Mr. Claude. You told me about the transcendental in advance. Knowing that knowing what the transcendentals were and practicing while imagining their form was very helpful to me. I know this as out of the blue, but I want to say thank you. No, there really is no need to thank me. My memories are hazy. Even if I couldn't, maybe someone like Sierra, there must have been many who could teach you better. Yes, if you had asked Sierra, you might have had a lot to learn about magic transcendentals outside of those, right? You're right. If only I had thought of that back then. You understand, after studying it, right? Practicing Bhavati Kubera yourself without a teacher is impossible. Asha told you to learn it, but didn't introduce you to a teacher. In Atera, there would have been our Arinim. I heard you went to the Temple of Earth in Kali Bloom too. There are many Earth attribute magicians there, including Sierra Nim. Mira said it was all Asha's ploy, and Asha also admitted it herself. But who was it that believed and had expectations of that Asha? Even though there were psychological blocks, I was never physically confined. So if I'd wanted to, I could have gone whenever I wanted from the teacher and brought in my personal relationships. Nevertheless, it was I who put Asha on a pedestal and confined myself. I can't forgive my foolishness back then. We love personal responsibility and accountability in this house. In this house, we do introspection. Bam, come outside. Oh my goodness, look at this. She's owning it. She's like, I was an effing idiot. I was stupid, and she played me. Oh my goodness, you love to see it. Oh Jesus, that's how you could never in his life. Look at her. Wow. Well, knowing the transcendental in theory beforehand, there aren't many people who succeed, right? I think you did a great job learning just like that, Miss Lee. Miss Leez. Miss Leez? Uh-oh. Oh, Mr. Claude, you also said the spear is called the Golden Knight. Is there really no information about it anywhere? Even Aghanim said he doesn't know about it, so how would there be anyone else who knows? Its advantages are not known, let alone any of its transcendentals, so unlike the bracelet, it must have been stored away all the time. But just in case you could go to Cali Bloom and find out, Sierra's missing, but there might be books of it in the Temple of Earth. All right. There's also Teonim. Nunim? Teonim? She's a fighter who's proficient with various weapons and is very interested in God class weapons. She might know something. Even if she doesn't know anything about the spear, you can ask her to teach you about other techniques. The only the only one on this planet capable of teaching you weapon skills is Tio Noonim. None of seen that one before. As soon as Agni Nim returns, ask him to bring you to Kali Bloom. Chandra Nim is no longer here to interfere with you anyway, and Agni Nim is basically on your side, so there's no harm in going. Time is running out, Miss Lees. Make the most of the items you can use. Take the most of the learning opportunities. You need to be ready in peak condition in order to win the fight you are facing. Mr. Claude, you said that your memory was bad, that you even forgot the promise you made to me. Sometimes I get that strange feeling. Do you know what kind of fight it is that I'm facing? Well, it will be a fight to protect something, whatever it might be. I told you since I'm cheering you on. Do your best, no matter who you meet as an enemy. Jeez. Oh, woo! Wait! No! Chill! Asha, yo, stand down, stand down, stand down, stand down, stand down, stand down, stand down. Leave Laila, leave Laila, let her chill. No, not like this. This is about to go crazy, fam. This is a continuation from season 3, episode 161. Kubera Kubera, cold resistant people. The cave like opening Sierra coming out from is from the water. Is its water channel? The shape is different when Ran was wearing it. This is the base style. You can tell by Chandra wearing the cloak. Ran left behind in season 365. Well, Ran, ever since he got the cloak in the first place, Chandra never told him how to wear it in this style. Back then, this is season 2 when she learned about Bhavati Kubera and the Temple of Wind. I drew new panels for the second part of the flashback since there was a text line that didn't exist come out in originally season 2. In the middle of Earthquake Earthquake is shown as an example of Leez acquiring the bracelet transcendental skills, but right now she doesn't have that bracelet. The Kubera Web2 thumbnail has been changed. I made it to reflect my goal of a fantasy romance. It also made a somewhat dark atmosphere of the recent plot. Lee's face might seem too much like a false advertising. Advertising to the thumbnail that shows up when you click on it has been more dashing and realistic. I didn't have any concerns about putting Leez on the thumbnail, but I thought a lot about adding someone other than Leez. I thought that if it was just Leez alone, it wouldn't be much different to their previous thumbnails. Also the thumbnail size of the Web2 app increased, so there are some more featuring compositions of 2 or 3 characters now. I thought about drawing 3 people, but that seemed too crowded and it would have been difficult if the interpretation of a love triangle were to falsely arise, so I just decided to introduce 2 characters. Kragon's blog seemed like y'all were romancing first loves. Translate, this is the older blog from 2021. Have I mentioned Lee's first love was Haas? Okay. Would you like to know other characters' first loves? Billa's first love was an ancient human so long ago that she barely remembers their face. Will they appear in a flashback or a side story? I want to know what kind of person they were, although the ending must have been bad. As for the ending of that life, it was nice. It was a smooth love that didn't have any creases in it, even if there were more side stories. It won't be a top priority. As for Yuta, his real love was hard to define in the webtoon, so I don't think I can say it here now. Chandra's first love was Shuri. Shuri's point of view in Shuri's point of view, somewhere behind top was Helsing or something. Of course, Sagawa's first love was Anata. God Kubera's first love does not exist in this universe. Makawa's first love is Manaka. Ganhawa's first love is Manaka, not since the beginning, but when they officially had their wedding. Maruna's first love was the Garuda clan Raksha around his age, while Maruna was in his second stage that Raksha developed to fourth stage and even married. My first love was Goku of Dragon Ball. Yaksha's first. Who asked you? Yaksha's first love wasn't Shuri. It was a different Yaksha clan Sura. Interesting. Wasn't Jambavan either? Unless, oh, you know what? Maybe she. Oh, this is an older post. Asha's first love appears in the webtoon. Manaka's first love was Zervasi. Indra's first love was a god who never appeared in the webtoon. Agni's first love does not exist in the current universe either. Shankuntala's first love is Zervasi. Vayu's first love is an ancient human. Varuna has liked someone before, of course. Garuda's first love was the original second rank of the clan, same as he. I'll stop now. It's procrastinating because my hands were tired holding my pen. Have a warm Sunday night. All right, we'll talk, baby. We'll talk. This was good. Patreon gang. Shout out to the Patreon gang. Yes, sir. Shout out to my certified BAM lovers. You know, I appreciate y'all deeply. Gotta give a big shout out to the Priest of Fire. That's the real CBL Brilliant gang. You already know what it is, but especially gotta give a huge thank you to my tier 3s, the 5th Zen Gods. Shout out to Zodiac, Sonny Katapali, Simi, Silo, Shoddy to Your Body, Scobe, Revenant, Lucky Roo, Lazy Dragon, Chris, Johnny Rogers, Jacob Holland, Irene Sharda, Fitz, Tris, and my boy Abdel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.